Professor Kapil Kumar, so here is the point that this was symbolism, high on symbolism, more of a spectacle rather than, concrete things as the Congress representative is talking about.
Yeah, I'll ask some aspect. In 1996, this canopy has been lying vacant. These people could not decide on a single great Indian revolutionary whose statue could be put up over there. They couldn't decide it. Rajpath legacy of the Raj. Now, if I start questioning him on history, he's talking economics and economics and economics. Tell me, mister, I don't want to derail the debate. That's why I don't want to put those questions. I'll have him with them other day. But tell me, mister, which country in the COVID has done this much? And which country in the world has recovered, its economy has recovered after COVID this much? And this is your sincerity to the nation, that your leader goes to Cambridge and says China looks better after its neighbors. This is your leader.
Okay.
You people have become accustomed to dynastic slavery.
Okay.
Why was this Connaught circus renamed then Rahul Chowk? Rajiv Gandhi Chowk.
Okay.
Why?
Sreejith Panickar, come in on this.
Is changed.
Okay, let's put the
If
focus
Mumbai
back
is changed,
on this entire redevelopment project that has happened and been unveiled by the Prime Minister today. What it symbolizes, Sreejith, certainly is a shift from erstwhile Rajpath being an icon of power to KartavyaPath being an example of public ownership and empowerment. Do you think that is being communicated? Because I can see you're very much there on the KartavyaPath, perhaps where you're joining me live from.
Yeah, Maria, the thing is, one can call it symbolism, tokenism, or an event management. But at the end of the day, the fact of the matter is that the government is trying its best to shed all the colonial baggages and move ahead as a nation with swabhiman. So this is why a lot of projects, not just the Kingsway, changing to KartavyaPath, not just King George V being supplanted by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, but the PM outlined a certain number of activities which were done in that course. For people who only want to criticize such movements, they can call it a symbolism or tokenism. But at the end of the day, what are we as a nation? What is the legacy of this country? See, if the whole of the freedom movement were a movie, then Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose was indeed a lead actor in it. But the Congress version of that movie that we saw reduced him to the stature of a junior artist or at best an actor in a supporting role. See the government-funded film Gandhi. There is not even a mention of Subhash Chandra Bose in that entire film. So he is not even a junior artist in that film. So can you imagine a Gandhi without Subhash as his contemporary? So this is the type of history that the Congress taught us. So we have to naturally unlearn a lot of things and we have to learn a lot of things. And in doing that, we have to respect the legacy of this country, the legacy of the people who brought us freedom. And you need to take such measures like this. Only a very bold leadership can do that, and they are doing it. Now people are saying this is event management. Then why didn't you do that? You were in power for a long time, 5-6 decades, but you didn't even think about it. This canopy was vacant from 1968 onwards.
Yes.
The supporters of Subhash Chandra Bose vandalized it and kept Netaji's portrait there. Then it lied vacant for almost 50 years. Why didn't you even try to install Gandhi's, statue there? You didn't do that. It is in the heart of Delhi. It is in an area where a lot of people come, where dignitaries from other countries come. What they see is an empty space under a canopy, and that is filled. And that was not just the King of England and the dominions. He was known as the Emperor of the country. Now, the true Emperor of the country supplants him under the canopy. And this is poetic justice. I see only poetic justice in this. And those people, naturally, Congress will be worried because the version of the history that they taught us did not have Bose, taking that kind of a leadership role. So I can truly understand their sentiments. But the sentiments of the people today are with the government. They are ready for the renaming. I mean, as somebody who was in the crowd, as someone who participated in the event, I can tell you with certainty that the people welcomed this with a lot of claps. There were standing ovation when some of his mentions, Bose's activities and the activities that the government was doing to uphold his legacy were announced by the Prime Minister. So that was a cross-section. I am coming from Trivandrum all the way for this event. There were people coming from Bengal. There were people coming from all across India. So there was a cross-section of India at India Get Today, and they all welcomed it. And people who see only politics in this, people who want to diminish or lower the status of Netaji, naturally they will have very huge disappointment. At the end of the day, that's something that is a given. I understand.
And